All right, good morning, guys. How are you today? Sorry for the focus, is not the best today. We're going to talk about some old school stuff, things that maybe helps somebody who want to play with an OBD0 deal like I do. I have CRX and he has a chiped PM6 OBD0 ECU, and because that I'm gonna play with old stuff, and I'm gonna try to explain how you can approach that, how it works, and where you can find it, how you can have it. What is about? It's about this gentleman, Tuner Express. Tuner Express is with nothing wrong with Turbo Edit, is probably the next generations of Turbo Edit with a few improvement that allow you to do your job, your tweaks on an ECU. Then is an OBD0 one. I want to say one thing. I got this software online. I buy it, the subscription, the registration, and the gentleman on the other side is absolutely very gentle and very humble guy. I have questions because I was learning about it, and he always answer the email right away with suggestions and stuff, even if my questions sometimes were very let's say stupid questions. But for a beginner like I am, I think the question were legit, and the answer came out right away, and now I'm using the software to do my stuff, etc., and I'm pretty happy about it. Okay, I'm not sponsored by this gentleman. No, I just want to share how you use the software, how you approach it, and what's going on, and just the major things. By the way, in the software itself there is a manual that is very clear already with all the step-by-step feature of it, then you can follow, but still probably some words is gonna help. So at the time you are downloading or installing the software, the icon will appear on your desktop, and this is the icon. So let's open the software and see the major feature. I'm going here, click, there we go. This is basically how it's gonna look like. Not bad. Come on, there we go. Yeah, see if I can have a wide screen, maybe it's gonna help. Yeah, it's gonna be a little tricky. You can see my picture reflected into it. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that, but anyway, the page is basically the layout of the page is basically this one, and here on the corner, top left corner, you see these three: table, parameters, and files. When the software got installed, it has already inside what you're looking for. For example, to start working on the software, you need to select the file that you want. I recommend to go this way. Double click. There we go. This is first, second, third, etc., etc. You have to follow this falling menu, this open menu, to start using your software. Now, data file is the file that you need to open and use in the way to use the software and do your modification. For example, what I'm going to show you for now is not reading. It is only opening the fuel table, the spark table, and other features, and how to do it. I spoke with the gentleman. He told me, hey Dave, when you open the data file, I open it, go into release file, do not modify, and then you have what you need, starting from 0, 1, and 2, you know what I mean, data definitions. Click on it and you select the manufacturing of your vehicle. We know then we are working with Honda and Acura OBD0, so the other are probably there for a reason. I don't know why. I do not recommend to use it unless you contact the supplier. But let's go here. Honda Acura, we are stay on the Honda OBD0. Honda Acura, here we go. OBD1, OBD0 VTEC, OBD1, OBD0 non-VTEC. I don't know if the OBD0 VTEC is working, probably does. But for now, my one is a non-VTEC, OBD0, for example. Double click. Here we go. I got files, then I make on it. But what we need to use, what we recommend to open, is this. Always use the NG63 final. It's an algorithm or is a table ready for you. And said, please open the handle file. Okay, good. Now we go next. Handler file. Same deal. Not the others. Release file. Do not modify. Do not modify is clear, then we don't have to modify. Still data definition. We are just defining the data. We are not analyzing anything. Again, on the Acura. And OBD0 no VTEC in my case. Now, there are other words, stock, use NG development handler is what you need. NG development handler file, VDH file, this is what you need. And there we go. So when you click this one, you are ready to see a fuel table, spark table, and start to put numbers into it. All right, so for example, let's see. Table, let's open the menu of parameter and table. Let's open table. Here we go. You got fuel table, ignition table, and miscellaneous. Let's open. There we go. Ignition table and miscellaneous table. Depending on what you want to do and how you want to play with it, and what is the feature of your job that you want to do on your little car, you're gonna have to choose within this. Myself, I go example for primary fuel table. I play with full table. Double click, and there we go. Now the table has in the vertical the RPM of your engine. It's right there. It's right there. And on the top, the absolute pressure reading inside the manifold. Okay? Vacuum, inches of mercury, and pressure in PSI. You can select the units, but this is go 7, 3, 2, 1, 0, and there we go. Now we start to go into a positive pressure, so you got boost pressure until 9.3 psi. Interesting is this injector pulse width in milliseconds. I select that. As you can see, the number are 109, 109, 109. It means there is nothing into it. Okay? You can sell it anything you want, so there is nothing into it. Up here, you can sell what you want to see. Fuel table, spark table. I'm playing with those, for example, primary, spark table, and other stuff. There we go. Now here, 540, -4, everywhere. It means there is nothing into it. The unit for the spark table, RPM, still. Pressure, mercury, and PSI, and the value in your, the value inside the boxes are BTDC retarding injection, I can spell it, retard on the zero timing, BTDC. All right, this is how it goes. Now when you go here again, If you click, you can select other lambda, temperature multipliers, ELD multiplier. Then if you have gear options, temperature offset, gear offset, and fuel multiplier, you can play with it in an advanced manner. The next on top is value. You can select what you want to do. Sorry, it's a little strange, but you want to offset by a singular number, value, and you write down the value, plus and minus, -1, -3, and the number in the box is going to change of this exact value when you click the apply button. You want to change in a percent, 5%, 10%, whenever. You want to replace one box with another, you want to multiply it, you want to divide it, you want to smooth the row or smooth the column. It's up to you. Just selecting it and do it. All right, the top corner, you close the deal. That makes sense? Good. Now here I'm opening. Let me close this so we don't make confusion. You can sell it from that menu before or this menu here whenever you want. So now I don't need it no more. I close it for now. I close it for now, so we don't have too many things over there. For a beginner, this is a good habit. Now, let's go see what happened in the parameter. Is the next file down, right? We have main setting. Let's open them up. Feature. Input, output, control, and data acquisition. Then it's something else. Okay, in the parameter is very interesting because what you see, for example, user option, it's already there. You can sell it, expert, if you feel like, then you expert, or you can go novice, etc. The column on your table, column header is this. Row has this unit. The fuel table, value, impulse, or what you need. You can sell, I show you, has nice, you can select the duty cycle or the raw value, depend on which one you want. I prefer pulse width in millisecond because I can see better. Or customer unit, you can use imperial or metric unit for your reading, whenever you prefer. PSI, bar, whenever. The column, header, you see that, kilopascal, millibar, and whenever else. You can select the unit depending on how you like it. And this is in the user option, so it's right here. Now, map sensor. This is a key factor. I was asking the supplier, said, well, I needed to create something for my car that has a turbo now, and the stock table doesn't have that feature. How can I add a turbo, positive pressure to the table and play with it? Well, the key factor is here. I know everybody knows, but I'm a rookie, so I'll share with people that want to learn as I did. See the map selection here? Sorry. Absolute pressure selection map. Honda. 1.8 bar. And it's going to give you a table with it. You can also sell it. Other. 2.5, 3, and 4, whatever brand you have. Okay? And based on this selection, your fuel table and your let me say spark table 2 will be a direct consequences of it. Okay, so if you example, I try to repeat, I apologize, I don't want to confuse anybody. For example, if you have a stock NA engine, the table or stock table, is going to stop just after the vacuum is over, so at 0 or +1 psi, and that's it. If you select a map sensor like in my case, then it's 1.8 bar. Available maximum pressure is on the stock. In any way, you can push that reading over the NA or the vacuum and get into the positive pressure field and start to put number into the positive pressure field. So Dave, what are you talking about? What is that? I share an example. Let's go back to fuel table. Primary fuel table is exactly what I did before. See here, -24, and go at, you see, it go to 0. Here is already positive, vacuum, positive pressure, 1 psi. This normally is where a stock map for a stock ECU is going to stop. And you cannot put any boost, 1, 2, 3, 4, whenever, up to 10 psi, because it's not there. But this selection, together with the software, it will allow you to go up to 10 psi and put your number. This is what I try to say. I hope that doesn't confuse anybody. Awesome. If we have to go down more, try to make this video not too specific, but just to drive through, and then I don't want to share with you how you guys do your stuff. I'm here just to help you to understand how easy this software is when it's time to, for example, play with these basics. Now let's go to map sensor. It's all those parameters. Map sensor, right there. There we go. On that. Idle setting. Other one then you can choose. Is giving you value, then you can play on it. You put on, you go in, you select your value, you put your value, and you play with it. Rev limiter setting, same deal. You can set the rev limiter for each gear if you have that option, or cold and changeover temperature. General information, another good one. Your name or whenever. Bridges, if you have to use some service for something else. Now this is an interesting one. Feature, injector calibration. I use that. You can put the number of your injector, the fuel pressure, and when you change that value, after create this one, or anyone, after creating your table, and you change it, well, the table then you create got directly adjusted based on your injector size. What I'm gonna say. Example, I create a table on 240 cc injector with 45 psi of pressure supply, and then I replace my injector with a 370. Is real. I put 370, and the table already replace and do the algorithm for you to get not exactly there, but to get closer to where you like to. It's gonna tell you right here, hey, I adjust that based on your new injector value and stuff like that. Boost cut, another good feature. You can select the boost cut. My one is disabled, I just say, all right? Launch control setting, TPS, throttle position sensor calibration, gears, etc., etc., etc. VTEC solenoid, on and off, input output, full throttle shift, and all that stuff. I think this is enough for now. After creating the table, what's going to happen? Well, after creating the table, you select file, you select save as. There we go. Now this is something that I used before, backspace. Now you put your name, whenever it is, I don't know, XBC, stuff like that. I'm not gonna do it, and then you go, no, I'm gonna do it, and then you save it. Right there. So your stuff now is, you see, data saved successfully. So next time, file, we wanna open this because you wanna go ahead with your job or you wanna change something. You say this one, open a data file. Just drive you there, it's in the same place. Tuner Express file, do not modify, data definition, same deal, on the Acura, OBD0 no VTAC, there we go, XBC, double click, and it's gonna open that one now, and you're back into where it should be. That makes sense? I hope this one helped. This is only to play with it. When you go into the table and you know, example, into now one very last things. If you go to views, for example, is another deal. You can select what you want to see. For me, example, you can play with it. There is nothing wrong. Table module. There we go. I got my table back. When I'm changing the data, etc., you can select a single done, or you can click and drag and select a portion of it and change and apply your modification or your number, or you can select the whole row like that, or you can column, I'm sorry, or you can select the whole row like that and do your modification. That makes sense? I hope this is gonna help. It helped me to, because this is what I was learning. I played for a while, it came out pretty good. Then maybe another video we go in, let's see how you guys respond with it. Again, everybody knows about it, everybody knows, okay, this is a old school stuff, there is nothing new here, but I repeat, this software helped me to have my CRX running as I want it, and the gentleman on the other side of the wall is a nice guy, I repeat. Example, I don't even know him. I just contact him a couple of times because I repeat my rookie questions. He answered right away. Now I'm good to go. I hope you're gonna like that. Thank you guys. Let me know in the comment if you appreciate. Then I can go a little deeper and maybe share with you other features when it's time to read data or record data, or what you need to have your vehicle be record or analyzing what it's doing while it's driving. I apologize for my English, it's the best I can do. Have a nice day and let me know. Thank you guys. Bye bye.